Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Drivers Room Acelith Design Endurance Championship, Season 1, Round 1, Tier 3. I am your host, Kimaru, and finally, we have started our 2021 season. And yeah, let's see how everyone does today on this beautiful Secret de la Sar track in the proper racing machines, the Group 1s. So, new rule in the ADEC Championship. Uh, all forms of GR1s have been opened. So, last year it was Vision GTs only. The year before, LMP1s. And this year we're sporting the Group Cs, LMP1s, and Vision GTs all together. So let's see how everyone went on in today's qualifier, and let's get the show started. And how did you like the new sexy intro that Molly CJ has fixed up for us? All right, starting off, we have Mitzos in pole. We have Johnny Hodgson in second. I am sorry if I butcher your name. Britton a bit as he did commentaries for Tier 2 and Tier 1 in 2020, and now he has gone over to racing. So, first time of Asking Spice has entered the field. And we have Diesel, and I have no idea how to say his name, so KLS1. We have Frogman, Tenure Frog. We have a good friend, Lorcas, coming back. And Barnett, Glover Barnett, Murkoff, and Kenny, a long awaited arrival, and it's good to see our old friend Kenny back in the field. And we have Jamie Balding, the younger brother of JJ Balding, or Suffix Jack. And we have a legend in the field with us today, ladies and gentlemen. Grimlock, or AGT Racer as he's called on YouTube, is finally back. Only for a few guest appearances, but he is back in the field. So let's hope he can get a good result. Maybe the ring rust won't affect him too much, or maybe he has a lot of it. It remains to be seen, but let's hope we have a good outing for Grimlock. Good to have you back, sir. The voice of the driver's room. Then we have DRC Craig and my old Mjolnir buddy, who has gone back to Rockstar Racing, and I think he is actually sporting the wrong livery. Yep, he is. He's sporting the wrong livery. So yeah, let's hope he can get the right livery for next week. Yeah, let's get down to the field and check out the action. All right, here we go. We are ready for our first race of the season. Let's see how everyone gets on in today's race. Round 1, 2021, ladies and gents. While the world is locked down in real life, we race in Sims. As we have a very good start from Johnny and Diesel in second behind him. The LMP1s will probably be quite strong on this track. As we see Johnny and Diesel going up now. And getting through. I don't know what any of the corners are called except for the Mulsanne Straight. Something's called Indianapolis, but I'm sorry, I just don't know where a lot of the corners and stuff are, but it looks like everyone's getting through the first corners cleanly, as we have Craig up into 11th, Jamie down to 12th, Candy down to 13th. As we come back in the lead here, we have Johnny that's carving himself up a mighty lead already. Mitzos in second, as we see Diesel going very wide into the first chicane. Barnett is right behind. Looking very clean so far from everyone. Beautiful, beautiful racing. You see Johnny going through the second chicane. And as you can see, some of the cars do have a special decal, and that is in celebration or remembrance of a community member that lost a parent, and we are remembering that for this race. So may she rest in peace, Ricky, her mom. As we see, Mitsos and Johnny have carved themselves a little lead down to the rest of the field. As we see, Kayla's on 1 in 6th, battling first time of Asking Spice, since Britney Smith has joined the Spice crew. We see Johnny is just loving that LM55. And Barnett, the hybrid should kick ass on the straight. Oh yeah, just look at the speed of KLS. Wow. The hybrids are just too badass on the exit out of corners. Oh, as we see Barnett just going for a wide move and goes into the gravel. No! Oh, it was such a good fight. He tried to hold it on the outside. Just wasn't enough grip in that little Hyundai. As we see these two have totally left the field now with KLS, Brit. We have Lorcas up to 5th already. Diesel down to 6th. Glove Barnett 7th. We have Merck up into 8th. Grim in 9th. Wow, good job, dude. Kenny in 10th in his Carlsberg mobile. I think it's Carlsberg. And Frogman in 11th with Craig in 12th, just ahead of Jamie Balding. And oh, yeah. Oh, Jamie really cuts the last chicane there. Not good. The penalty zones on this circuit is quite strict. As we see, Mitsos is right up the back alley of Johnny. There's a lot of action happening in the field right now, so we just have to scroll through everything, and it's going to be a little bit messy, but that's what it is when you try to look for battles every friggin' where. As we see, Britney Spit has himself a little distance down to Lorcas, and Diesel is a little further down from Lorcas in his Nissan. The Hyundai is doing good, and Merc in the, I believe that's the Porsche? Yeah, that's the Porsche. And we see yellow flags. Right, taking a look with KLS, and that is, let's see what happened to KLS. Did he just, oh, he just forgot to brake. He just, is he sleeping in class? KLS forgot to brake. Oh, as he just over revs the car and almost smacks it into the wall. Not good there, KLS. As we see Grim still trying to find a little bit of rhythm, but good to see the Grim Master back. The voice of the driver's room. If you do not know what I mean about that, check out AGT Racer on YouTube. His link should be in my channel and possibly in the driver's room channel that we're putting this up on. As we see Kenny in 10th, just ahead of Frog. Frog is a little bit further down in the Pug. As we see Craig in 12th, Jamie in 13th. And we have Johnny. He's probably been off the track a little bit. He's got himself a half-second penalty with Mitsos right in the back. Mitsos has got a hell of a tempo and pace. That should be the right word to say. As we see, Mitsos is just trying to utilize the hybrid in that, I believe that's the Audi. Yeah. And first time I'm asking, Spice has gotten himself into 3rd with the Porsche Group C. The Group Cs are a little bit weaker on the handling sections of this track or any track, because They lack the aero capabilities as the LMP ones has, as we see Diesel in his hybrid power monster just passing Lorcas without any issue at all. That is the power of the hybrids. Out of exits of the corners, the hybrid machines just fly away like rockets, but when the Group C machines get their power up at the higher speed sections, they just fly away. It's about, the LMP ones can probably do between 315, 320, and the Group Cs can do about 340, 50s. And that's quite a bit of kilometers an hour difference between all the cars. As we see Kalos01 trying to recover from his unfortunate late break. Merc in 8th with the Racing Saints team. He gets himself a low penalty. Grim in 9th. And Frogman is trying to catch up. Grim is in the more aggressive LMP Vision GT, but we see Frog going past him on the start-finish straight into turn 1, and makes the move stick, I think. Yep. Good job from Frogman. Kenny still trying to get his feet firmly planted back on the racetrack, and probably be a race or two before he's completely back up to speed. But either way, very good to see Kenny back as we see him going off. Oh no, into the guardrail, scratching off some of that beautiful green paint. Heineken, that's what he's sponsored by. As we see Jamie up into 12th, and Craig has dropped down all the way to 13th. Oh man. Johnny still in first with Mitzos just aching to get past that LM55 Mazda and the rotary engine. As we see Mitzos catching on a little half-second penalty there. As we go down to Lorcas, who's still battling Diesel. Diesel is not giving up. As we can see, the Group C is just running away with it at the straight. There's nothing Diesel really can do, but check the speed out of the exit. That's where Diesel's car will be strongest if he's got enough hybrid, which he does. Just look at the rocket speed of Diesel. Just look at this. As we can see, Diesel's car is slowing down. As we can see now, Lorca's will... Yep, there's absolutely nothing Diesel can do. Diesel is hopelessly outmatched on the straights, but the LMP one will catch up in the handling section over here. Just gonna check down the field real quick to see if there's any other battles going on. No, I think Johnny and Mitzos are the two nearest to each other than Lorcas and Diesel. So we'll follow Lorcas and Diesel for a little bit. As we see Diesel is catching up on this handling section. There's nothing really Lorcas can do other than trying to make his car as wide as humanly possible and keep Diesel behind them until the Lausanne. Just look at how close Diesel is. As soon as Lorcas can open up his tabs, he is gone. This will be where the Audi or Porsche is strongest. Oh, there's just too much straight for Diesel. He can't. Oh! Hold it on the inside. Very good move. No contact. Full respect from these two. As we see Diesel with the hybrid just mashing that throttle into the ground. Gets ahead of Lorcas now, and Lorcas will have the power to catch up on the straight. Let's go on board with Lorcas. We will see him closing in. Will he be closing in enough to pass him again? Oh yeah, 370 kilometers an hour. Oh, and he just almost misses the breaking point there. Has to do a lot of work to catch up. As we see Barnett up into 6th place ahead of KLS1. Or wait, no. KLS1 still hasn't passed him, but he's going to on the straight. But then again, the Hyundai is a very, very rapid car on the straight. Not as fast as the Group C's, but it is very, very fast. It does have a good exit out of the corner speed as well. And don't mind my terminology because I don't know what to say usually. Murkoff in 8th still. We have a big distance now down to the Frogman. There we have the voice coming through. Probably struggling a little bit with the tires. Just look at the front end wear on that monster. Kenny still hasn't got a lot of tire wear on his car, so it's probably very sparesome with the tire wear. Jamie has carved himself a distance down to Craig right now, and Craig just has to bite his teeth down and full focus now. Mitzo still hasn't been able to catch up a lot, so the sign of the LM55 is that it is an extremely strong machine and very capable of high speeds, very capable of good handling. The thing is, when I've driven the LM55 during tests, it's felt a little bit understeery to me. So I never really considered swapping out my Tomahawk for Season 1. But yeah, the LM55 is a very sexy car and a very good replacement for the 787B in my eyes. First time I'm asking Spice is still in 3rd and keeping his head cool and down. He's probably got a good strategy going. And I think most of the drivers here will go for and opt for a 2-stop strategy, as we see Diesel in 4th, and Lorcas has lost a bit of time up to Diesel now. The tire wear is probably killing off his pace. As we see KLS1 going past Barnett and crawling himself back into 6th place in that mighty machine. Merc is still in no man's land, and we'll just trying to keep his car and tires clean and out of trouble. As we see Frog staying out for another lap, Kenny has gone for another lap, and Grim has had to go and change tires. Grim has also not as a negative been known to stay out for extremely long periods of time on tires that he really should change, and it's good to see that Grim has realized that he needed a tire change, as we see the Mrs. J sticker on Jamie Balding's car. Craig now is just not keeping up, and I don't think he's had a lot of practice. Just look at the rear tires. He must have had his brake balance set all the way to the back, as we see. Where's Lorcas? Taking a look back at lap 5, start of lap 5, we see Mitzos as he disappeared from the track. What in the world happened? Oh, wow! Careful there, Mitzos, careful. Don't do that too many times. What in the world happened? And we see there's not a lot of tire wear difference, as we see Johnny going wide out on the grass. And I think Johnny will be able to catch up now. Yeah, the speed of the LM55 should be a lot better. But what in the world happened to Mitsos? As we see Johnny going on the outside. Holy balls! Look at the speed of that thing. As we see... Huh? He just went through that chicane at super speed, and he's disconnected and had to retire his car. Oh, what a shame, what a shame, what a shame. Not a good start for Mitsos, and the engine blew. As we see, first time I'm asking, Spice is now up into second. We have Diesel in third. Lorcas fourth, with Kalos 1 and Barnett following right behind. And we see Barnett's car. Not a lot of tire wear on that Hyundai. A little bit more on the front, so he might have had his brake balance all the way to the front. And yeah, could be a good idea to switch it towards the back, save the front tires a little bit. And as we see him, oh, that just looked dangerous from the angle, but no danger. As we see, Frogman has been off in the chicane. Kenny is catching up. And look at the tire wear of Kenny. Not a lot of tire wear, so he's probably developed a new style of driving similar to Gadget, because Gadget is known as the tire wear saver, or the master of tire wear in the drivers room community. He really knows how to conserve his tires and keep them fresh for a long period of time. As we see, Grim has been off. Jamie in 11th now, promoted one position because of Mitsos' engine blow. Craig in 12th, and let's hope he just doesn't give up. Johnny in first. He has been dominating so far in that mighty and beautiful LM55, and he is part of the Sigma junior teams. As we see, KLS 1 has gone into the pits. Tires aren't really looking that bad, so we probably could have stayed out a few more. Frogman will probably be forced to change tires soon. Maybe this will be the lap. No, stays there for one more. All right, coming back on lap 9, we have first time I'm asking Spice in second still after his first pit stop, and he is just keeping that car under control, and no real drama for him so far in the race. Johnny has had one off, but nothing too dramatic, and a few seconds later, Mitsos' engine just blew up, and I guess that's what you get for driving a little bit of an outdated LMP1 car, but still pretty useful car. As we see, Diesel is trying his absolute finest now to catch up to the rest of the field. And, if I remember correctly, this is also one of the M4R drivers, so that means he's a Spice boy. So we'll have to do a couple of thoughts here to figure out his Spice name. Spice Diesel doesn't really sound good, or Diesel Spice. Don't know. KLS 1, KLS 1, I'll just call him KLS for now. In 5th, Barnett. There's a big gap between all of the racers, and they're probably just in their hunker down stage, where they are just in a mind of their own and trying to not mess up anything and keep a clean race, first race, and grab some solid points. As we see Merck in 7th in the mighty Porsche Group C. Canning has done well so far. Tire wear is looking amazing on his car. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I had to grab a drink. Jamie Balding up into 9th place. Very good outing for him on the first debut race of his. And from the looks of it, he isn't quite up to pace as his monstrous fast brother, Cevix Jack. But we all know Jack is rapidly fast, and I hope he did well or does well in Tier 1. As we see, Frogman has been out of the track, and we've had another retirement from Craig. The engine just didn't want to go anymore. As we see KLS into the pits already. Low on fuel. Will Merck make it before KLS gets out of the pits? Let's see if he actually follows the pit line as well, which he does. It's a strict rule we have nowadays. It was a little bit of an argument before, but I do respect that we have a line to follow out of the pits, so we stay out of the faster drivers in coming up in the back. And Canning, 8th. Jamie just has the ADEC plates on, no sponsors. Wasn't able to acquire any before the season start, so he's driving out of his own pocket. As we see Grim into the pits, oh my goodness, look at those tires. They have been tortured, and Grim is finally realizing that he can't keep up and has to go in and get those puppies changed. Johnny has been unstoppable, as I've said earlier, but we do see first time I'm asking Spice there, or as we should call him, Britnespit or TX141. So if you want to see his live streams, check out TX141 on Twitch. And he actually drives from the cockpit view, which is something you don't see much in Gran Turismo these days. And I don't really know how he does that, but I feel like I have more control in the bumper cam. So check out TX141 on his Twitch or YouTube channel. He is also the one doing the Tier 1 videos for 2021 Season 1. So check him out. Diesel still hasn't caught up a lot yet to Brit, but then again, the mighty Group C just flies away on any straight on this track. Should be interesting to see how all these cars get on the Spa circuit in a few weeks' time. I think it's 5 weeks' time now. It's going to be the second to last race, I believe, of Season 1. And the Group 1s will drive around Spa and possibly also in the wet. Glover Barnett in 4th has had a good showing and is usually quite good when he gets to stay out of trouble. And just a few more races to get under his belt and he'll probably be one of the top runners as well. So look out for this man in the future. Great hopes for Glover Barnett. Lorcas still hasn't been able to do much after his pits. The Nissan is quite strong, quite fast, but like the other Group C's, it does struggle a little bit on the handling sections. That is to be expected. There's not a lot you can do with the Aero not being up to par with the LMP1s and Vision GTs. And we have a little battle developing between Murkoff and KLS. As we see, KLS is right behind the powerhouse of Merc. Sorry for the little snuffles. And we just see how much that Porsche of Merc is pulling away from the LMP1 on the straight. Through in the back like a bat out of hell. Jamie is on the starting section of the track. Probably needs a few races under his belt to find his true pace. Oh, as I say that, the commentator curse strikes and he smashes through the wall. Oh no. Oh man. The commentator curse strikes again. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jamie. I did not mean to curse you. But he gets back on track and keeps on boogieing. Grim feels the blood in the water and is taking up the chase. The Alpine should be quite rapid down this section. Going on board with Mr. Grimm. Little bit of weaving on the wheel, and I think Grim is a little bit rusty, a little bit ring rust after he's been working for 6 months and haven't been able to race with us. And trust me, we've been missing the voice of the driver's room, and like I said in the start, and I'll said it a few more times, and I'm gonna say it again, we do miss the voice. And it's good to have him back. Frogman, not had the best of days, had a pretty decent start, but I think he's let the console take over the driving and put the whole thing into auto drive. Johnny now still in first. As we see Kalas and Merck still fighting, so we're gonna stick with these two. As we can see, Kalas is right on the gearbox of Merck, but can he actually keep up? The car is dying off a little bit on the straight now, and that mighty Porsche just runs away. Oh yeah, there's 20 kilometers an hour, almost a lot difference. And if you're wondering about the kilometers an hour, it is because I am a Norwegian and I'm stuttering, and I'm sorry. I am a Norwegian and I keep my units in metric mode. As we see Jamie Balding desperate for tires and fuel. And we have Grim probably be able to pass Jamie. And there he goes. As we see Johnny into the pits now. Has to grab him a new set of supers and some fuel, some exploding juice. Diesel into the pits. We have Britton Spit into the pit. First time I've asked Spice, desperate for fuel. And the very, very thirsty Porsche. How much will he bring on? 51. That should be his second and final pit stop of the day, so he shouldn't need anything more. As we see, Diesel had 1% left, so he's really run the tank dry. As we see Barnett also into the pits. And Lorcas. We have Merck and KLS still fighting. And like I said earlier, there's so much power in that LMP1 and handling capabilities in the straights, as we see Merck jumping into the pits. I almost forgot about these two, but what I also forgot was that KLS also had more fuel and fresh tires, so he's probably staying out till the end. Coming up on lap 15, there's probably just 3 more laps to go. We have him in 5th, chasing down Barnett. But will the tires hold? Will the machinery hold? As we see, Diesel is still on the hunt for the retired car in the front. Well, unretired car in the front. First time I'm asking Spice, hasn't had a lot of action out on track today. He has been very lucky to avoid any incident. Just kept his head down and driven his own race at his own pace. As we see Johnny coming up to lap 1 of the back markers, or has it already happened? From the looks of it, look closer. As we see, Frogman has run out of fuel and is still keeping that car in auto drive. Come on, man. Grim into the pits again for his very last pit stop at the last 9 minutes of the race. Jamie in 9th, and he is about to be lapped by Johnny, I believe. Yep, Johnny is engine up a little bit closer now. Kenny still staying out of trouble. Not a lot of action in the late stages. As we see, Kalos is catching up to what I believe is Merc. And Merc's tires are a little wide there, Merc. Are a hell of a lot better than Kalos at the moment. And why is Kalos putting on his hazards? Okay. We'll stump by that. So we see Lorcas has been... No. He is catching up to Barnett. There we go. They both have a couple of penalties to shake off. And this circuit is quite harsh with when it comes to penalties. There's not a lot you can do about that. It is the way Gran Turismo is built and how they built the track, probably without testing stuff like that. As we see, Lorcas just nabs himself another half-second penalty. Diesel. Beautiful looking machinery from Fitness Pit as well. One of the M4R juniors. As we see, Jamie has gone off into the very last chicane, or out of. Very easy to do. At least he got away from Brit. Let's see what he does with Diesel. If he gets out of his way too. Which he does. Well, almost. He sticks to the right at least. Good track awareness from Jamie. That's what we like to see. As we see, Lorcas is losing a little bit of the gap to Glover. He just claps it into the wall. No, this is not a good ending for Lorcas. And looks like Lorcas needs a little bit more fuel. And what about Merc? He's also looking low. Does he have enough? I think he does. 2 laps to go. I think Murkoff should be good. And Lorcas just opted for some fuel. Did not change tires at all, as we see KLS going into the pits. The fuel looks enough. Tires definitely looks like they are enough. There he goes. Huh. Just took on new tires. Kenny still conserving his tires quite well. Jamie's tires are starting to run off a little bit, but still looking pretty decent. Grimm's tires, of course, he was in a couple of laps ago, so they shouldn't wear off before the race has ended. Only 3 minutes remaining. Frogman has completely run out of fuel and will to race. So he's just letting that car go and roll through. Johnny, like I've said multiple times, unstoppable and in a league of his own today. So good job from Mr. Johnny. I'm not really sure how to say the last name. Hudson? Johnny. We're calling him Johnny. Mr. Brett Nesbitt also done an amazing job in that Porsche today, and I look forward to seeing how he does at Spa, which is a little bit more of a difficult track when it comes to taking the turns and all that. As we all know, the Group C's aren't really built for handling, but with a good professional driver as Brett Nesbitt is, shouldn't be that much of a problem for him, I guess. As we see the red light of the fuel just kicked on for a quick second, but he probably redistributed where the fuel is on the gauge. Diesel should be good for the final lap. We have Barnett, shouldn't need any fuel or tires. And we have Murkoff looking low on fuel. Will that hold until the very end though? Lorca should be good now. Lorcas is right up the gearbox of Merkman. Our resident Thor. Will Thor have enough fuel to last out the race? Or has he actually underfueled? We do know the Group C Porsche is quite thirsty. Does he have enough fuel? Will it go in? Does he have enough fuel? No! He has to get more fuel. There's nothing left in the tank of Merc. 7% left. No, he definitely has no fuel left in that tank and needs to get a little splash and dash. Kayla is coming up to the final chicanes. Will Murkoff be able to get out before? He does. As we see Kenny, very low on fuel as well. Does he have enough to complete? Oh, going very wide there, Kenny. I can just imagine hearing Kenny right now. Oh, F off, you Ed. I am censoring myself because the words are quite naughty. So we're gonna keep the words family friendly. As we see Kenny coming over the line to be the first to finish the race. Jamie will come home in 9th with Grim in 10th. Frogman in 11th when he finally realizes that car is out of fuel. Johnny has had a very, very strong race and a very good debut for Johnny Hodgson, and that should bring him some good points. But there's still 7 races to go, and anything can happen. So if he keeps this up, he'll probably be fighting around with the Tier 2 boys in Season 2. So keep fighting for that promotion, Johnny. You've definitely deserved it. As we see him... Has he gone out of fuel? No. As we see him going over to finish in first. As we see Brett Nesbitt now in second. Very good and controlled race from this man. Diesel has tried all race to catch up to the first time of Asking Spice, but just wasn't enough. First time of Asking Spice just didn't do any mistakes. Glover Barnett there, and yeah, very uneventful race for him. Very calm, very relaxing. Probably a very lonely race for Barnett, but at least 4th will grab him a good chunk of points. Lorcas in 5th, just ahead of Merkman, as we see Merkman taking up the hunt to Lorcas in 5th. Oh wow, the tires are just gone on Lorcas' car as we see Merc going on the outside. It's going to be a drag race down to the next set of S's. Oh, who has the biggest balls? Oh, just Merc has to plant his car behind. Not safe to go too wide in these turns. But Merc is right all over Lorcas' butt. Oh, it's going to be close. Will Merc have enough power to pass Lorcas? Oh, it's just not enough. Lorcas manages to stay ahead. Oh, as we see Merc almost spinning it out on the last one. Thank you all for watching. Come back next time. Oh, I forgot Frog is still racing without fuel. Yeah, thank you all for watching, and come back next time for Autopolis GR2s, and look forward to seeing you then. Have a great week, stay safe, and remember the massive social distancing everywhere. This is Kimaru signing off, and hope you have a great day. Bye-bye. So, welcome back. Yeah, this is the result screen. As we can see, Johnny Hodgson takes the win with 26 points, and we have Britney Spit with 20, and Diesel 16, and as you can see, the rest is calculated in the back. We didn't have a showing from Nightmare Racer or Gary, they're Garrett, or however you say the name. So they couldn't race tonight, and they'll probably be back next week, and hope to see a good showing from Tier 3. Was a very good showing on round 1. So with that, round 1 is complete, and I look forward to seeing how round 2 goes. Alright, this is Kimaru saying have a good day.